Hello, Patrick Walchuk here with an update on the Ottawa real estate investment market that involves the multi-unit market. And if you enjoy getting these videos, hit the subscription button, notification bell, and we'll get them sent out to you every 30 days. So let's see how Ottawa's investment market shook out to the end of the year. And as usual, we'll start with buildings that have 2 to 4 units in them. And if you watch these videos, shouldn't be any great surprise what we're looking at here. Basically, the number of units sold was flat, the 2, 3, and 4 unit category. We had 152 buildings trade hands compared to 148 last year, which is a little under 3% increase. Now the average price is, call it $929,000, and that's a decline of about 5%. This may not really follow suit with the regular residential homes, single-family homes, but we had significant declines in prices throughout the year in that category, and so this is kind of following suit as to what went on in the residential category. Anyhow, now let's take a look at the buildings that have 5 or more units in them. These are always a little bit more subjective because the overall numbers are smaller. So the year ended out with 29 sales compared to 24 last year. So the percentages look high, but we're only dealing with 5 properties. To put this in a little bit of context, I know some agents are saying that December was a real blowout month. We had a lot of these buildings sell. Well, we didn't. We only had 3 sales. Last month there were 26 sales, so there were 29. And a lot of what I looked at the other day, I saw buildings that had sold back in July and August. They were actually firming up in December of this year. Now, the average price of these buildings, it is $2,353,000, and that's an increase of almost 30%, 29.4% over last year. But when you're dealing with such small numbers, you can have 2 or 3 very large buildings sell, and it skews everything. And in terms of how long it was taking to sell, investors were being much more cautious, and these buildings were sitting on the market on average for 131 days. But I saw a lot of them on the market for 9, 10, 11, 12 months or more than a year, actually. So that's how that segment of the market shook out. Thank you for watching.